Hey everyone, if you're enjoying these gripping tales of betrayal and redemption, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Now let's dive in. The autumn rain fell relentlessly on the cobblestone streets of Budapest, Hungary, where the Danube River sliced through the city like a vein of forgotten secrets. Viktor Kovac stood by the window of their modest apartment in the Buda Hills, watching the leaves swirl in the wind, their golden hues muted by the gray sky. At 42, he was a man of quiet strength, a history professor at Eötvös-Loránd University, specializing in the turbulent eras of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. His life had been one of steady routines, lectures on fated monarchies, evenings with books, and weekends hiking the rolling hills with his wife, Elena. Elena, she was 38, a graphic designer with a studio in Pest, her dark hair always tied in a loose bun, her eyes the color of the stormy Balaton Lake, where they'd met a decade ago. Their marriage had started with passion, stolen kisses under the chain bridge during summer festivals, but over the years it had cooled like the Visgrad winds in winter. For the past 6 months, intimacy had become a ghost between them. "I'm tired, Victor," she'd say, turning away in their king-sized bed, the sheets crisp and cold. "Work is draining me." He'd nod, swallowing the hurt, blaming it on her long hours or the stress of her family's expectations. Her parents, conservative immigrants from rural Transylvania, who still whispered about grandchildren, but doubt gnawed at him like the fog rolling off the river. Was it him, his receding hairline, the paunch from too many goulash dinners, or something deeper, a fracture in their foundation? Their families intertwined like the roots of ancient oaks. Victor's sister, Anna, married to Elena's brother, Istvan, creating a web of alliances and obligations. Holidays were spent in the family villa near Lake Balaton, where laughter masked underlying tensions. Istvan's gambling debts, Anna's quiet resentment, and the elder Kovac's disapproval of Elena's modern career. One evening, as the city lights flickered on like hesitant stars, Victor confided in Maria, Elena's closest friend. Maria was a vibrant 40-year-old journalist, always in chic scarves and boots, her apartment in the Jewish quarter, a haven of books and espresso. They'd met for coffee at a quaint cafe on Andrassy Avenue, the aroma of fresh pogača biscuits mingling with the scent of rain-soaked pavement. "Maria, I don't know what to do," Victor admitted, stirring his black coffee endlessly. "Elena, she refuses me. It's like I'm invisible in our own home." Maria's eyes widened, then softened with something unreadable. Pity? Guilt? She leaned in, her voice a whisper amid the clatter of cups. "Victor, oh God, I didn't want to be the one to tell you." She hesitated, glancing around as if the walls of the neo-Renaissance building could eavesdrop. "Elena's been seeing someone for months. It's Istvan, your brother-in-law, my best friend's husband, Anna's husband." The words hit like a tram derailing. Victor froze, the cafe's warmth turning icy. Istvan, the charming salesman with a smile that hid his flaws, the one who'd borrowed money from Victor last Christmas, promising to pay it back after a big deal? And Elena, his Elena, betraying not just him, but her own brother, Anna. The revelation cracked open a chasm of generational wounds. Victor's father had abandoned the family for another woman when he was a boy, leaving scars of distrust. Now history repeated, twisted in the modern glow of smartphones and secret texts. Speechless at first, Victor stumbled home through the drizzle, the Buddha castle looming like a judgmental sentinel. That night, he confronted Elena in their living room, the air thick with the smell of her favorite lavender candle. "Is it true, with Istvan?" Her face crumpled, tears streaming like the rain outside. "It just happened, Victor. We were both lonely. Anna's always working, and you're so distant with your books." Excuses poured out, family pressures, unfulfilled dreams, the weight of their parents' expectations to uphold the perfect Kovacs legacy. But beneath it, Victor saw the betrayal's roots. Elena's resentment toward Anna for stealing the family spotlight, Istvan's greed fueling his affairs to escape debt. The family exploded. Anna, upon learning from Victor, filed for divorce, her screams echoing through the Balaton villa during a forced gathering. "How could you, Elena? My own sister." The elders, Victor's mother, and Elena's parents, clashed in heated arguments over Sunday dinners, plates of halazle soup growing cold. Moral dilemmas tore at Victor: forgive for the family's sake or seek justice. The psychological tension built like a storm over the Pusta plains. Sleepless nights where he replayed memories, questioning every glance, every late night. Revenge simmered slowly. Victor didn't lash out. He plotted with the precision of a historian dissecting empires. First, he gathered evidence, hacked emails ethically dubious, but the pain justified it in his mind. Photos from a private investigator in the shadows of Gellert Hill. He discovered more. Istvan had embezzled from the family business, a small import firm, using Elena as cover for lavish trips disguised as work. Victor confided in Maria again, this time over wine in her cluttered apartment, the Danube visible through the window like a ribbon of fate. "Why tell me?" he asked, his voice raw. Maria sighed, her own secrets surfacing. "Because I love Elena like a sister, but what she's done, it's destroyed everything. And you, Victor, you deserve better." I saw how Istvan manipulated her, preying on her insecurities about aging without kids. Maria became an unlikely ally, her motivations layered. Loyalty to Elena clashed with her disdain for Istvan's charm, which had once lured her into a brief fling years ago, a secret she buried. Together, they unraveled the web. Victor used his academic connections to expose Istvan's debts to creditors, anonymous tips leading to audits. The family business teetered, Istvan's big deals revealed as scams. As winter blanketed Budapest in snow, the tension peaked. At a Christmas Eve dinner in the villa, fairy lights twinkling against frosted windows, Victor revealed all. Slides on his laptop, emails, bank statements, projected onto the wall like a courtroom exhibit. Elena gasped, Istvan blustered, but the evidence was ironclad. Anna, empowered, demanded repayment, threatening legal action. Elena's world crumbled. Her parents disowned her actions, the cultural shame of infidelity in their tight-knit Romanian-Hungarian community, weighing like chains. She begged Victor for forgiveness in the snow-dusted garden, the lake frozen and silent. "I was weak. Please, let's rebuild." But Victor's motive ran deep, not just spousal betrayal, but the generational trauma echoed. His father's abandonment had left him vowing never to be the fool. "You broke us all," he said, his breath visible in the cold air. He filed for divorce, ensuring Elena got nothing but her studio, the alimony minimal due to her complicity in the embezzlement. The climax came in spring as cherry blossoms bloomed along the riverbanks. Istvan, cornered by debts, fled to Vienna, leaving Anna to rebuild. Elena, isolated, moved to a tiny flat in Pest, her career tarnished by whispers in design circles. Victor found solace in Maria's company, their friendship blooming into something tentative, honest. Walks in Margaret Island, sharing stories under blooming trees. Yet revenge's satisfaction was bittersweet. At a family reunion sans the betrayers, Victor felt the void, lost intimacy, shattered trust. The resolution was tragic. Healing began, but scars remained, like the faded frescoes in Budapest's basilicas. Anna thrived, starting her own venture. The elders reconciled over palinka toasts. Victor, standing on the fisherman's bastion overlooking the city, realized revenge had freed him, but at the cost of innocence. The Danube flowed on, carrying secrets to the sea. In the end, as summer sunsets painted the sky in fiery oranges, Victor penned a letter to Elna, unsent. "We were victims of our own histories. May you find peace." He sealed it away, turning to the future, the city's pulse, a reminder that even in betrayal, life endured.